So you are a game developer and know how to build games, but now you're struggling to find a good idea for a game. And that's what this video will help you with. I'm going to give you a couple of tips that will help you to come up with a game idea. And if you feel like you're going to get any value from this video, then please hit that like button. And also, if you came up with an idea based on this video or with the help of this video, then also leave a comment down below. Now let's get started. You probably had the moment where you really wanted to work on a new game but didn't really find a good idea for it. Or maybe just didn't find a good niche to fit your project in that wasn't already overly saturated. Maybe even that you were just clueless on how to approach the search for a good game concept altogether. Well, there are some tricks to actually find one, even if you usually struggle with it. Some simple steps that you can try and follow that potentially could give you your next big idea. Let's give it a shot. So first you need to find something, just a basic anything that you could use to further expand on. Most of the times the concept can be really simple and nothing to brag about, but the execution ends up making it special and unique. But how do I get this something? Well, let's start simple. Pause the video now and just grab a piece of paper and a pen and start writing some words on it. These could be anything, regular items around you, words that come to your mind, something you're hearing on TV, or a random page on the dictionary you have around you. Great. Now that you have a small list of items, just pick and choose some of them that sound interesting together, or just some random ones. Combine them, however you like. This will help you to visualize your thoughts and not only have an abstract concept in your head and get a combination that really spikes your curiosity. This alone could already give you some ideas for games. But hey, if you got one already, don't leave yet. Steps 2 and 3 are still to be taken, so don't miss them. Another way, if that didn't yet work, would be maybe trying to draw instead of just using words. Just let your imagination loose and let your pencil draw whatever comes out. You don't even need to be good at art. Just do it, and maybe you find a direction that you find interest in. You could combine the two as well, by the way. So game idea generators are an option too. Usually not really able to give great advice, but sometimes they can throw you in a general direction that might help you. Something else you could do is taking your favorite game and changing the core mechanic or the context it's based in. Like imagine a Dark Souls-like game in a futuristic scenario where you've got guns instead of swords, or a wave-based survival game where you are the one spawning the waves of creatures. Maybe sometimes you just need to narrow down your options. It can happen that because you can technically make anything, there are just too many options to choose from. So try and choose a genre. What's your favorite genre? So try the following. Search what a big genre is right now, or just choose a random one you feel like trying. Instead of thinking about what game to make, think of what RTS to make, so real-time strategy. Even narrowing down the context and game mechanics could help. Futuristic RTX game with city building? Or an FPS in medieval setting with troop managing mechanics? Maybe a racing game where you can race on the surface of Mars with Mars rovers? Hey, look at that! That already sounds like a whole game concept. Wait, it actually really does. Imagine with the rovers like racing on there. Okay, let's cut that idea out. Another way of finding good ideas and even a fun and motivating atmosphere is game jams. Be it alone or better yet in a group. Game jams have always a theme that you have to stick to, and it'll help you as well to think about a game concept quickly and with development speed in mind. And working with other developers will always be beneficial to make your brainstorm more efficiently and effectively. And who knows, a lot of times fully fledged studios come out of game jams also. Quick pause. So I built this complete Unity Masterclass course in which you're going to learn how to build real games and how to build them from scratch. So you're going to learn how to build a platformer game, how to build a Space Invaders clone, how to build a Fruit Ninjas clone and optimize it for mobile and export it for mobile as well, how to build a first-person shooter game, And finally, how to build a tycoon game similar to Adventurist, which is an endless game. So if you want to become a real game developer, definitely check out the course. You can find the link in the description and you will get the course with a huge discount, so don't hesitate, as you will not only get the course, but you will also get it in a structured manner with all of the code, as well as a Q&A section with a 5-star support. So get the course now. I hope to see you there. If after making a list of words, set of drawings, or looking for a familiar game or genre and participated in a game jam, you still don't have a good concept for your game, well then, just open a new project in your favorite game engine and play around for a bit. Try to create a system that interests you, move some values and components around and see what feels fun to play. Maybe you start by making a car control system, plop a sphere with physics in there, and suddenly a year later you see yourself in your own studio developing Rocket League. Don't give up too quickly and keep trying. Anything can be an inspiration for the creation of an amazing game concept. Well, I hope that by now you've got an idea down, or at least 3 to 4 words that sound interesting together. Let's now use this opportunity to see how good it works. This is step 2 in the game concept creation, and we'll be starting with a very simple question. Can you explain your idea to me? What's your one-line pitch? How would you explain your game to someone that does not know anything about it? Is it easy to explain and understand? Try it. Really do it. Explain it in the comments section down below. Being able to do that shows that the idea got strength. It should be able to impact and straight away get into someone's mind. If it's too difficult to explain, maybe it needs a bit of tweaking until it can work. Another question is it something that maybe fulfills someone's fantasy? Like, is it something they want to be able to do but can't in real life? For example, Rocket League is one, because playing football with a car sounds like a lot of fun, but also sounds expensive in real life. Being a knight that fights giant, scary demons sounds amazing, but a bit scary to actually experience in person. I would say mostly because of the game ending part, you know? See, if it sounds like something that by itself seems fun, then playing it will be something that a lot of people will want, because that's something really important as well. Do people even want a game like that? You could just see what the most played genres are or specific games are. But most of the time, just asking some friend about your concept, not the fact that it's a game, just that, the idea by itself, you can see if there could be a demand for it. And I mean, if they actually think that you are not talking about a game and try to explain to you why that wouldn't be a viable thing to do in real life, then hey, that could mean that it's actually something that the person would like to experience in a game. Now, the most important component of this step is, though, do you actually want it? Would you play this game if it already existed? Because why bother making it if you can't put passion into it? Your game needs to be something you actually would like to play, because only then will you put in the work that is needed to complete this journey. Okay, so if your idea checks all the marks until now, first of all, congratulations. Now it's time to refine before you start development. Start by specifying more things around your idea, like what is its context, what is the timeline of the world you are building, what is the core mechanic of the game, what do you have to do in there. Think about all these while preparing your game loop. This means what happens from the moment someone double clicks on your game icon all the way to the end. From your menu, how they get in-game, how it starts, what they do, how they win and how they lose, how it loops back to a checkpoint, earlier save or main menu. Imagine the game is already finished. How will someone play it? Imagine playing it yourself and maybe move around some mechanics or components. For example, instead of running away from a bad guy, make it so that you have to chase him and you're the bad guy potentially. Also think about what is your USP, which means unique selling proposition. So what makes the game unique and makes people decide to buy or play it? All of that has to be thought of for you to know how and where to start. And last but absolutely not least, before you think that it's done and you can start developing, ask yourself, is your game even fun? No, but actually think about your gameplay. Is it fun to play? Can it get boring or tedious sometimes? I mean, did you have fun thinking about it and developing the ideas? If yes, then well, that would seem like another reason to congratulate you. So, that would mean that now you've got an actual good game idea, something that you believe will be a hit and really fun for people and yourself to play. Great. Now though, what I would recommend is to pause. Right now, you're totally invested in it and have a strong emotional feeling towards it. Just let it rest for a bit, at least a day or ideally even several weeks. Don't rush it. Once you come back, if it still sounds amazing, then just go for it. But if there was anything to tweak that was left, then you will find it at that point. And once you do, your idea is ready to be made. One last thing. You need to know and remember that game development isn't a linear path, but a roller coaster of ups and downs and trajectory changes. Your idea might move, change, and mold itself to the directions you and your team chooses. And that's okay. That will only mean improvement and refinement. That's what makes game development so fun, right? Now go out there and make the game of your dreams. And always remember to have fun while doing it. And hey, if you need any help with the development part, you can always find my YouTube channel as well as our Unity courses, to which you can find the link in the description down below.